So I had a thought. This is my thought. I think I might be the third most famous conservative trans woman on the planet. I say that because, like, obviously Caitlyn Jenner is number one, right? And obviously Blair White's probably number two. I'm saying I'm third because I don't think I can think of a single other person that makes videos on the internet or is in public life at all, really, or anyone would even know. Like, name another Republican trans woman. I'm going to start claiming I'm third best. I'm the third most famous. That's just great. I'm going to get business cards made. I'm totally getting business cards made. The third most famous Republican trans woman. Because there are three. I don't know. There's more than that. I know there's Derpy counts. And then, I don't know. I got a couple friends on Instagram, but they don't ever post about politics, but they agree with me. Which is, in reality, 99.9% of trans women are my girlfriend Dakota, who was an anarcho-communist that was a libertarian, which none of that makes any sense, and yes, that's exactly what her beliefs were. Okay, bitch time. When I met my girlfriend, we were driving from her apartment to my house, and we were talking about different stuff. And one of the things she said was, well, I'm an anarchist. And then I fist bumped her because, fist bump. I think all trans women are inherently a little bit of an anarchist. Turns out she was an anarcho-communist. And then, as I got to know her more, I'm like, so why do you want the communism? For the freedom of it. That's cute. What do you think is free about it? I don't know. That was one of the things with her. It's such an interesting contradiction to both believe in a totalitarian regime and anarchy at the same time. You want to be free, and you would like to punish everyone else. I think that's why I loved her. That's some crazy shit right there. But at the same time, in reality, she just wanted to be queen. That's, that was half of Dakota's thing, is she wanted to be queen. My pitch to her was, why don't we own our own land? And, have a couple of buildings and maybe a handful of sheep and a greenhouse, and try to be libertarian weirdos in the woods, because that seems like a way better idea than our current plan, which is slowly committing suicide with drugs. But it's not a bad way to go to be honest. Why? Oh, sorry. One is definitely better than the other, though. As someone who wants ultimate freedom, I don't get why you wouldn't want to go carve a life out of the woods at this point. I guess I've kind of figured out how to do it for myself in my own mind. And I basically am at the point where, I want to build something capable of running an air conditioner in the summer, but I'm not gonna have air conditioning all the time. It's one of those things like, it would be really nice to have a large enough solar array that at least you could handle running a portable air conditioner all summer. Especially all summer in the daytime. And that's one of those things that, like, I know Dakota, she wants air conditioning, she wants a toilet, she wants various things. Right? And I've been trying to figure out basically, I've got it to a point where I would be comfortable. But, you know, I kind of like it a little rough. I really do. If it's too nice and too clean and too pristine, like, I start getting antsy real quick. Cat, what are you doing? What are you doing? Huh? See the people. Woo. Haha. He's wanting to play. Anyway, if I can figure out a way to build something out in the woods that Dakota would want, that would be awesome. Like, this is basically the thing that ended our relationship, was trying to figure out the future. You know, it's impossible to agree on the future when you don't know what's going to happen, I guess. And, like, neither one of us were really in a position to do anything. But, like, my pitch to her was initially, hey, the cabin in the woods thing. When she said no to that, I was like, okay, I will buy us a fucking house in Tulsa. Like, even that, which is totally not me. I don't want to live in Tulsa. Not really. Like, I kind of like living here. A couple other places here in Tulsa I would live. But it's like, I like having a place to stay in Tulsa. I don't want to live in Tulsa. And honestly, I'm not going to be able to afford to have a place to stay here. That's just crazy. Although, that's essentially what I'm staying in now, is our family place to stay in Tulsa. Oh, that's what's left of my childhood home. I don't know. If I could buy this house outright and fix it up, I think Dakota would move in with me, because this house is what she wanted. Like, and I don't really blame her. Like, there's nothing special about this house or whatever, but it's good size and it's nice, and she and I could be quite happy here. It was too big for us, but, you know, she wants to be a queen. Like, this is a big house on a hill. So, if nothing else, I guess she got to be one for a while. Because, like, for about a year, wherever I went, she was 2 steps behind me, usually. And just happy as shit. And I miss that. I miss having someone that always had my back. That alone. Not to mention the love. Like, I don't even remember what the start of this video was about. But she weighs on my mind all the time. Like, I don't think I'll ever get over that one. It's been over a year now. It just hurts every time I think about her. I asked her to marry me in this room. Like, that's kind of the thing that changed our whole relationship, I guess. It went from being fun for her to worrying about how to run away because she can't handle someone loving her like that. There's a lot of that to this. That's women in general, I think. Like, the bitch before her was... I gave a fucking ring to because she wanted one. It wasn't a very expensive ring, but it was real gold and real diamonds. Like... I don't know. Maybe she didn't get how I fucking felt. That was very fucking clear by the couple of interactions I've had with her since then. Don't trust women. That's, that's probably good life advice. I'm sitting here trying to go to sleep because I need to get some sleep before I go drive down there. Hell, I might just fucking sleep and drive down the middle of the night. Considering that I can just sleep in my van, I think it's highly likely. I am gonna sleep in the van no matter what their setup is there. They're in some sort of a fucking fob thing that they've got going, so I'm gonna park my van somewhere near that and live out of it. Oh. Should be fun just to go do something and meet some people. Even if, it's just cooking food and feeding poor people or whatever. Like, to be honest, that sounds like fun right now. Mostly because I just want to leave Tulsa, and this is something to do. I don't know. Maybe I should just go fucking camping. Like, there's a serious part of me right now that is like, bitch, halfway to Ida Bell is, your favorite place to camp in the world that I'm not gonna fucking say on here. There's a few different places in Oklahoma that I like to camp. The main one is right next to the road where I go by. Like, it's out of the way, but it's not that far out of the way. And the other one is kind of far out of the way, but it's not. It's in the same area of the state. I like southeastern Oklahoma. I already talked about Robbers Cave on here. It's down in that area-ish. It's quite a bit further north. It's basically halfway between Tulsa and Ida Bell, and way out of the way to the east. I don't really know if I'm going to post this. I don't even know if this is what this is about. Kind of some sad shit about Dakota there at the start. Like, Jesus. I really miss her. It's one of those things that, like, I have a picture of her sleeping in my phone, because for a little bit it was very difficult to sleep without being able to see her. And like saying that makes me sad. Because, like, you shouldn't be that reliant on another person, but at the same time, like, it makes me sad because I loved her that much. CI Church. Then you get the church belly cam. Oh. Was it emotionally exhausted and morally bankrupt?